Hey guys, I'm so excited about this episode because it's inspired by a call I just had with a client and felt inspired to record this really quick and share with you guys something about happiness, okay? And this belief that I'll be happy when. And this is common for a lot of us, but it's not exactly a rational belief, okay? Humans have been shown to be, happy or fulfilled when they're actually striving for something and going after something. And if you guys aren't familiar with irrational ideas, I would recommend checking out Albert Ellis, looking up his irrational beliefs or ideas, and I think that they're really insightful. And here's something that came up, and I asked her this question. I said, "Are you committed to a process that brings you happiness, or are you committed to a result that could bring you happiness?" When really, for this client in particular, there's always something about the result that wasn't as fulfilling as expected or as happiness inducing as expected. And that's the thing. We always think it's when we get somewhere, but in reality, it's how we get there. And so I challenge you to ask yourself if the process you're committed to is bringing you happiness, because that's what's going to matter the most. At the end of the day, you could get to the result in a lot of different ways. But if the reason you're committing to a process is because you think the result will make you happier, there's a fallacy in that. So I want to leave you with this because I did bring up Albert Ellis, okay? And so here's something that I think would be really good to, I guess, maybe brew or stew on, okay? And it's to the idea of action, right? And I like to connect two of his irrational beliefs, and I'd like to provide some thoughts on them. So, one of those rational beliefs is that human happiness can be achieved in inaction, meaning taking no action at all, being still, not moving forward. And as I said earlier, humans are really happiest when they are working towards something, and specifically when they're doing so in a way that feels best for them and that they can really devote themselves to. It's not always personal based, or it's creative and it feeds their energy. Now, the other one I wanted to leave you with was this idea that you can't control your emotions, okay? But in reality, you can if you're willing to commit to the work of replacing those irrational ideas or thought patterns or limiting beliefs that are actually contributing to those emotions. So a lot of times we say, "Oh, I have no control over how I feel. This is just how I feel." Well, what if instead you asked yourself, "Why do I feel this way? Where's this feeling coming from? What is this feeling here to teach me? What type of unfair expectation or belief do I have that's leading to this feeling?" So I hope that all of this kind of comes together and gives you some things to think about. And if you are curious about the one-on-one coaching work I do, you're more than welcome to reach out to me about that personally. But I knew I could share this because this is something a lot of people go through. I'll be happy when. And I want you to just really take away from this. What if it's not about, committing to an end result for happiness, but instead committing to a process that brings you happiness? I'd love to hear your thoughts and reflections on this. I look forward to reading those in the comments or in my DMs. And I will see you on the next episode, the next mini-sode of Build More Than Just a Body.